Hello, it's Kim. I am just popping in to meet with Kerry Tepedino, who is doing some pretty cool work for women. So I wanted to share her summit. And she's going to be coming in a second. So I'll just kind of get started to share some of what we're doing. Kerry is hello, Kyle. Hello, everybody joining live here. Kerry does really powerful work with women and had me on her, oh, hold on a second, had me on her summit recently. It's basically the Women's Total Transformation Summit. I'm going to share the link right here. What she interviewed me for was Mindbody Manifestation. So my take on this as a doctor and as someone who's really intuitive and understands that we are energy and how the energy body works, manifestation's like the biggest thing we're interested in, right? We all want to feel better. We want to live better. We want to have things taken care of, receive life in harmony. So how do we actually allow that manifestation? And some of the things that a lot of people are doing to try to manifest is still in the energy of the lack. It's in the energy of I gotta make it happen. But with so many things, that just really mucks everything up, especially for women with my hormones are imbalanced, or why am I gaining weight, or what's going on with I have chronic fatigue. So I'm bringing Kerry on and not create that in the hardness of what created the problem in the first place. Can't manifest the solution in the same way that you've manifested your life till now. So here's Kerry.
Hi.
Welcome.
Hi, everybody.
I know you've got a lot going on right now. So I have been telling people about the Women's Total Transformation Summit, which I think is really awesome what you've done and why you've put it together. And just to have resources for women by other women who are dialed in, who have come through that path, who have found within our own system, wow, this is what worked for me, or this is how I've navigated this successfully. So why don't you talk a little bit? I'll just kind of let you introduce yourself to the community.
Sure.
I told them a little bit about what we talked about, which I think was amazing and definitely worth viewing.
Oh my gosh, your interview is so good. So first of all, I just want to say thank you for having me and trusting me here with your community. And oh, I see. Hey, Jerry Lucky. Oh my God, so good to see you. Okay, so anyways, first of all, you guys are in such a good place to be here in Kim's community. I mean, she's incredible, the work she's doing in the world and how she takes a stand for you guys. You guys are so blessed. So stay plugged into her 24/7 is what I would say. And the interview that we did on the Women's Total Transformation Summit was extraordinary. So definitely tune in to Dr. Kim's our conversation, our talk, and what we went into, what we dove into was profound. So it's some information there that you're not going to find on all the other summits, and so you don't want to miss. But the summit today is super exciting. And can you see me? Am I freezing a little bit?
Yeah. You look good to me.
Okay, good. So today's launch day. So I know that now there is a lot of information out on the internet, especially once the pandemic, we're in the pandemic 1.5 years now, which is crazy. And there's lots of summits, there's lots of conferences, all of that online. And so it's well, why should I attend this one? Why is this one going to be different? And the reason why it's different is we really have brought together the best of the best in regards to the health and wellness, personal development, and life by design, and we put them all under one roof, so we're all in one place as a solid resource. And the first 4 days of the summit, what we're doing is we're really focusing on building you, building a strong foundation under your feet with your physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual health. And then on day 5, once we have that set in place, day 5, we get to really start to have a different conversation, which is all about, okay, now that you are focused on becoming the woman, becoming and being the woman that you really want to be in the world, now let's go have some fun off of this foundation, and let's go create a life by design and not by default, which is really very, very different than what I've seen anyplace else. And we're having a blast doing it, as you know.
Well, I just really liked the energy you ran. I liked what you're creating. And like I was saying before, for women, only in the masculine of like, okay, so I got to do more. Okay, so I got to work harder. And I think most of us are willing to like do whatever it takes for like our family, our children, our health to manifest, but we haven't learned how do we manifest in the yin energy of the feminine with and that's what I found with what it took to have my body heal from a chronic severe illness is a whole different thing than the I got to make it happen kind of energy. And so what I contributed to the summit about mind body manifestation was more how we allow ourselves to receive healing, how we allow ourselves to receive the manifestation, the heart's desires, and even how we is it I'm us to be this thing we're supposed to be, and then we lose the connection of who we are. So it's an easy, simple way. And Kerry has great resources from really inspired people who've kind of tapped into that for themselves as well. I always am looking for great resources for women. I think so many women
Yeah,
are
you're
just kind
so
of
good about
lost.
that. Yeah, you're really, really good about that. Yeah, and I appreciate what you're bringing to the forefront. You know, there's two different ways that we can create, and we can create our health physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. We can create our life from that masculine push, 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 or we can allow ourselves to drop in and get into the flow of the feminine. And there's nothing wrong with being in the masculine energy. We all have both, right? We all have the masculine and the feminine energy. And it's really about being able to assess how we can be in flow without like some constant push, without feeling always like I'm overwhelmed, or I can't get it done, or it's not working for me, or I don't have what it takes. You know, instead of being in that conversation or that energy of it actually creates resistance. It's like, well, how can we create from an abundant place? How can we create from a knowing that everything is already in escrow for us, right? The health, the love, the wealth, the career, whatever it is that the goal and the focus is. Now, one of the through lines that we talk about through the entire summit is, what are you thinking? And the reason is because I truly do believe that what you believe, what all of our friends who are watching us watch the replay, what you believe impacting your result 110% of the time. So if you believe that you can't create from the feminine, if you believe that intimacy needs to be really difficult, which is something you spoke into a lot on your interview, we talked about that. But if you believe that it has to be hard, it will be. And so I'm the founder and the CEO and the founder of the One Thought Away project. And what we talk about is you're one thought away from being happy today or not. You're one thought away from being healthy today or not. You're one thought away from, joining us on this incredible summit and getting the strategies that could really make a difference for you or not. And so it's like it all is starting in the way that we think and what we believe is possible for us and who we believe ourselves to be. And when we can relax into that place, then we can open up and expand, and we can start to receive more, and things start to fall into place magically, miraculously. But it's not magic. It's about allowing yourself to let go of the resistance, shift your programming, which we are going to shift your programming on the summit, from I can't to of course I can, to oh God, this is hard, to hey, I can rock this out, right? So we work a lot with the mindset on the summit as well.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think this is something I know for like the topics you've had and the what people really care about. There's some powerful pieces and nuggets, I think, for women to take home. It's definitely a year for women to awaken, for all of us to awaken to the feminine energy, for all of us to awaken to the receptive, because whether you're a man or a woman, the more we are a great receiver, the more it gets manifested in our lives. And I've learned this, or like unlearned
Yeah.
the opposite. to be the better I get at being a receiver, the more floods in the can be there. Guilt, just ideas like maybe I'm being selfish, or ideas this is impossible because so much of what society says is like it's this collective delusion that we're not good enough and that, you know, it's not there for us.
Right.
And I think that has kept a lot, like, I feel a lot of people sick and not getting better because they think, well, I guess as I get older, this is what's supposed to happen. Or I guess, you know, I've got to do for everyone first. I have to take care of my kids. And they don't realize that everything they do is in depletion, and everything they do is in an energy that's depleting them more. But when we learn to be receptive, which kind of begins with, I receive my moment and how I'm feeling right now, right? Not like, oh, I'm going to receive $1 million, but I don't want to receive the energy I'm in this 10 seconds. No, it's like, we've got to be where we are as we are now to access this moment. That's what opens up all the abundance in every realm of life, whether it's healing your body, letting your body restore itself to a harmonious weight and harmonious energy, or it's your relationships and what you're receiving there. I mean, I know for me, a lot of it's like receiving the insight and receiving the awareness of what I'm really feeling. And that always leads to, well, I have to express it, because if I'm not willing to have expression, well, I sure the hell don't want to receive what I'm feeling, because I have nothing where am I going to put it? Yeah. So it all goes hand in hand. Like, if I can be expressive of sharing what I'm feeling, how I'm feeling, or just what's authentic, like, oh, wow, there's a lot coming up right now, or, oh, I'm enthusiastic about this. This is who I really am. I'm making channels for that expression in my life. And I think one of the reasons so many women are suffering and their hormones are suppressed, or their weight is, you know, they're gaining weight, or they're just out of their body feels out of control, is because they haven't created those ways of authentic, organic expression. Then feel that we got an agenda here. You got to do this thing. And then everything gets discombobulated. That's what I've seen, like 100%, with chronic illness that's not getting better, anxiety, depression that's not getting better, chronic fatigue and pain that's not getting better. So I'm glad we spoke to it in our session, and that you're addressing this so beautifully in the sessions in the Women's Total Transformation Summit through this week. So it starts today. Yeah. I've shared the link here so people can go, and, you know, here we're kind of sharing a little bit the premise of it, but in the talk, share like some and how to, and go a little deeper with nurturing you with that.
Yeah, so you stalled out a little bit, so I hope I caught everything, but I totally agree. Like, there's this beautiful opportunity that's here for us right now in regards to who do we want to be, and you know, a great example of is you know, life happens to everybody, and whether it's, you know, whatever that looks like for the individual, maybe it shows up, maybe it as depression, maybe it shows, maybe it shows up as hard relationships. Like, life happens for everybody, but who are we going to be in the face of adversity happening is a telltale sign of the results that we're going to get on the other side of it. So so it's really about, like, one of the things I love about what you were just talking about, Kim, is like, really, this is the journey back home to ourselves, and really understanding that we were never broken. You know, you guys don't need to be fixed. And I've also been in that place where I thought I needed to be fixed and something was wrong with me. You know, I was 40 to 50 pounds overweight. I had a full-blown eating addiction. I couldn't hold a relationship worth my life. I kept everybody at arm's length. And I got bypassed for promotions. This is before I had this business. I've had this business for 20 years. But when I got bypassed for promotions because I didn't use my voice, or I wasn't confident, I didn't believe in myself. And so we can continue to live that way, or what we can do is we can opt in and be the full body yes to getting the right tools and the right strategies and the right people around us to be able to, you know, create anything that we really want in our lives. And I have to say, I never would have thought my life could be as good as it is today. Like I didn't even dream that big until I had these tools, you know. So
Mm,
so you're
great.
so right, Kim. Like this journey, yeah, this journey gets to be about coming back to the wisdom that's within us as well.
I love the full body. Yes, I can really relate with that. Like the more of your system that's on board for your true expression, the more health, the more wealth, the more vitality, abundance. It's just an effect of that. So, thanks, Kerry. Thanks for being here. I've shared the link in the thread in the comments for anyone that this resonates with you to join. It's free. It
Mm-hmm.
starts today and shall air each one. And mine is, which day is mine?
Yours is on the fourth day. So your spiritual, I think your spirituality, actually emotional or spirituality. So you're either day 3 or day 4. And
Okay.
so today is day 1. So either Wednesday or
Okay.
Thursday. And we
Okay.
have 3 or 4 interviews a day. And we've made them super bite-sized, no fluff. And these are really easy, you guys. You can listen to them while you're eating breakfast. You can listen to them while you're folding laundry. You can listen to them while you're out on your walk or your run. Like we know that there's so much information out there right now. And so what we've done is we made it as easy as possible. And you can pick and choose which ones are really going to work for you with where you're at right now. And it's free. So general admission is free. If you want to upgrade, there's a small price for that to get lifetime access and some other great bonuses. But all you have to do is just hit that link. Just hit the link that Kim put in the comments and join us. You do not want to miss a day. Like today is huge. Today we talk about thyroid health. We talk about sugar balance. You know, we're going into hormones today. Today is physical health. And we have 4 incredible speakers. We have the girlfriend doctor talking about women's sexual health topics today, Dr. Anna Kabeka. So jump in today. You don't want to miss today.
Okay. Yeah, and I would say for anyone listening, my guidance always with like the summits and all the information out there, because people always are like, there's so much information out there. You don't need more information, like at all. But tune into the resonance of those who are at a frequency that feels resonant to you, that feels inspired, like, whoa, because it really isn't about the information. Although maybe you have some notes of like, oh, I think that supplement speaks to me that she just mentioned, but it's more about the consciousness they're communicating from, because your system picks up on that consciousness. It's a transmission of consciousness. So I tune into things that feel like ding, 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 ding. Even if it's not like necessarily the information, I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to, be interested in that particular topic, but I'll feel that person's frequency and like, yeah, I want to have more of what she's having, or like that feels like it will really feed me. And just know, like, if all you do is breathe in and out as you receive that person's transmission, your souls, like mirror neuron effect, your system is picking up awareness and intelligence from the consciousness they're speaking from. So I always recommend people just kind of go by that for like what you tune into and what you let fall away, because the mind will tell you, oh my God, I need that. I need everything. And it's like a schizophrenic thing that doesn't actually create abundance. So just like let go of whatever may not, maybe there's one thing that really resonates and you're like, oh my God, in that 10 minutes, I really received something profound. So I always tell people, like, tune into what really resonates for you. And if this is resonating, you'll know. And I think you'll really love it.
I
So.
love that. Tune into just relax and breathe in and tune into the transmission of that person. Wow, that's really powerful. Yeah. Because it's not just about the thoughts and everything out there. It's about who are we for each other, right? So that is beautiful. It's a wonderful way to look at it. Yeah. And I invite everybody to come on and register and tune in. There's a schedule. You'll see the schedule at the link that Kim just posted. You'll see the schedule of all the speakers and the topics, and just feel into it. And I have a feeling that there's going to be at least one conversation, probably for sure Kim's and somebody else's, that you want to be there for, that you don't want to miss. And so we're there for you. We're excited to support you. This is the week you're going to spend your energy and time on something this week. You might as well, you have nothing to lose. You might as well jump in and see if there's something that resonates with you. And I'm really excited to support you guys and get to know you. So we're going to have some fun.
I really appreciate what you've created here. And thanks to everyone for tuning in here live. I love you guys. I'll see you soon.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.